All right, what's going on? You know, this is your boy, Most Wanted here. You know, this is the month episode of Breaking Bread, so I'm motherfucking hype.
You know what I mean?
Let's fucking go, y'all. That's what's up. So
We smack, that's what it is.
Yeah. So I just want to appreciate all the people that really took the time to really, view my shit. The last one had almost fucking 700 views. The one before that, 5. The one before that, we doing good. And this is going to be a very, very good subject because a few people actually told me somebody viewing already.
Nice.
I love you, man.
What's up?
But anyway, somebody told me that to keep on the subject of relationships. So this subject we're going to talk about tonight is insecurities in the relationship. So this is what we always do. Introduction to yourself. So we're going to start all the way over here with you. Introduce yourself. Tell them know who you are, where you from, what's your social media, whatever you want to do. Do your thing, bro.
My handle, I'm Doug. I've been born and raised in Pennsylvania, unfortunately.
What you said up there?
No, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I just came back from Europe last week. I was there for 2 weeks. It was fucking sweet.
Okay.
You
got any social media you want them to follow you on, or no?
Dougie Doo on Snapchat and Instagram.
There you go.
Nice. What's going on, Bradley? Skytop, you know what I mean? Part of the last episode was very controversial, so I thought I had a little something to interject into this episode. The insecurity in relationships. I got something to say about that.
What up? Juju, from the Bronx. It's a very interesting topic, so just being open to it.
Okay. Well, I don't got the paper today for those that view, but you know it is your boy Most Wanted. Follow my music page, capital M-O-S. No, the dollar signs are S actually.
Oh, you just fuck it up.
I know.
Right.
W-A-N-T.
You feeling insecure? You feeling insecure? Is that what you're talking about?
It's the insecurities.
Yeah, I know.
Kicking in.
W-A-N-T, the number 3D. My Snapchat is COD Forever, COD, the number 4, ever, EVA. My SoundCloud is MO $WANTED, and my YouTube is MO $WANTED. Did I get it all? I believe I did. So we're gonna go over here to the brown skin.
All right, so my name is Quisha. I'm from Florida, West Palm Beach to be exact. My social media, I'm only gonna give you guys my Instagram, which is Baby Kita. That's BBYKITAA. And yeah.
Hola a todos, soy Patricia. Hi, I'm Patricia from Chile. No social media.
No social media. She's lying.
She's like, nah.
You remember episode 3, right?
Period.
Remember hashtag free?
Period.
Hashtag free.
Check back to the last episode.
Check back to the last episode. Hashtag free.
She's starting to trend on that.
Right.
Right. She's trending right now on hashtag free. All right, so let's speak about insecurities in a relationship. Where do you honestly feel it stems from? Is it a personal thing or is it due to the relationship?
Sorry. I'm gonna say
Devo.
She's like,
Devo.
Stop him right
She
there.
Devo me real quick.
I think it's a personal thing for everyone, male or female. It's a personal thing. I feel like insecurities start from within the household, how you was raised, how your parents was raised. You know, like from generation to generation passed down.
Yes.
That's how I think insecurities, begun, start.
Definitely agree on
That's
that.
just my particular.
Damn.
That's true.
Hey.
And even how you grew up socially. So if you were somebody who's shyer in front of the opposite sex, then once you finally start getting in relationships, you're gonna be insecure. You're gonna feel like everything they're doing is something on the stray. So it's also your upbringing too.
Yeah.
Definitely what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also me, I agree with what everybody's saying, but I don't know. Also, in another aspect, I'm gonna say this: it's like I just feel like on a personal level, it's like a lot of people don't pay attention to who they are as a person before getting into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, if you have a person that always sees the bad in everything, if you're not 100% with them, meaning like you make no mistakes, the first mistake you do, you fuck up, they're going to automatically think whatever you're going to do from that point forward is going to be something that's bad. So I feel like, people need to really know who they are as a person before they get into a relationship. Because a lot of people fall in love with the fact of being with somebody and not actually fall in love with themselves first. And secondly, fall in love with the person. So that's just, how I feel about that.
Yeah, and that could also be too, like with kind of what you were saying, if like somebody stepped out on a relationship in the past, so you're gonna sit there and think everything they're doing afterwards, you're gonna be insecure about that. So I think it's definitely all of those factors, but it's mostly what you were saying about the upbringing. Because if you're insecure about yourself, if you don't love yourself, you're gonna sit there and think, oh, they don't love me either.
Right.
And that can be very toxic, because if you get in a relationship with someone who is very strong in how they, like their personality, everything, who they are, they stand by that. But if you get in a relationship and that type of energy can bring on insecurities,
intimidate you.
Intimidate you, and then you can start to develop insecurities in that way.
Right. Like you were never insecure before, but this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like.
Why they so cool? Why they so social? Stop talking to everybody.
So how you feel about that, G?
I definitely agree to everything everybody was saying. Also, it takes a little bit of a perspective as well. It depends on how you look at things in the sense of insecurities. Something that breaks you just might make you stronger in that sense. But it really depends on who you are. If you really want to take that as a challenge, you could challenge yourself. If you want to see yourself as a person that is defeated, and that's not something that if you're bad or good about, it's just something that you can work on,
Okay.
Yeah. Like I can say from a personal standpoint, in my past, I've taken on relationships where maybe I did feel a little bit insecure, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a growth thing for me. Like, the only people I probably feel insecure about is, high quality woman. So if I'm getting with her, I gotta be on my P's and Q's. So there's gonna be insecurities that may arise out of me that I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that exists. So let me pop that bubble, and then then I'm gonna be a better off person. So I think insecurities could be a good thing, because they show you the shit you gotta work on.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I mean?
It's like a bit of inspiration in a sense.
Right.
So we're gonna go. How do you feel about it?
What's been your experience with insecurities?
Yeah,
How you feel about it?
That shit zoomed in on you and all that.
Like we know,
I was
bro.
gonna run away.
It's gonna chase you.
I think I agree with Pisha that comes like from your childhood and stuff, and I think it's like what you reflect on the others is how you feel actually, like
On the inside.
yeah. I feel like that's a really big aspect of relationships.
Okay, so another question.
But I mean, okay, sorry, not to cut you off, but like,
Damn, I love her already.
She's like,
Oh, you gotta think on the concrete shit. I love you. She's like,
wait, before I forget,
pause. Hold on,
I
nigga.
had enough drink.
I feel like
to get like that.
it's the alcohol, but like,
blame it on
not
food.
to get off topic, but like, sometimes it's not even your household or relationships, but like just being a minority or like workforce stuff like that can really bring insecurities into people. I feel like for
society,
me,
systematically,
relationships. For my insecurities, I feel like relationships and being a minority has really influenced me to feel away
100%.
or make me,
put you as like high standards,
Yeah, like my standards started to change.
And then in this country, especially, the standards
That
of
too,
unity
yeah.
and all that type of shit. So if you're not that, then you can't be.
It's that stigma,
Yeah, that stigma.
It's like
exactly.
society puts that categorized to you, and then you
Social
be like,
media, all of that shit brings insecurities.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
But what's going on, Doug?
Right.
So my
There you
opinion,
go.
my idea, or in regards to insecurities, I feel it's with like what you're not comfortable with yourself. You have self-doubt and like
that's true.
what you can excel at and what you can't, and then what else comes down to is the person you're talking to or the person you're with. if they're gonna
I
bring
like
it
that.
towards
I
you.
like that.
If
I
they're
like
gonna
that.
confront you with your
Yeah.
insecurities, like,
Yeah.
oh, why don't you like going out in public? Why don't you like seeing me out in public or being out in public?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah.
insecure
That's
thing.
true,
Yo,
Yeah.
that's good.
That's true.
That's
So,
good.
like, I mean, like, why are you like that? Like, why don't you be more like me? Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
more, I don't want to say powerfully social person, but why don't you be a little bit more like me? It could probably improve your
Inspiration back
social
at that.
status. Exactly. Like, it could be a challenge. Like, you know, and especially if the other person who's more charismatic, like, understands that you're socially shy or whatever, or insecure, they can help you through that. But then a lot of times in relationships, you don't even know, like, if you're the more socially, social one,
But that
you don't
goes,
even know the other person's insecure.
that goes back to what I was saying
Yo,
because
hashtag I love her. She's with the shits. Yeah.
that goes back to what I was saying because from my personal experience, like my ex-boyfriend was more of a
He's probably
shy,
watching
nah. He was more of this shy
Like
kind of
introvert.
didn't really have friends in high school. He was like the loner type guy in high school,
I
whatever.
see.
I was more of like the popular whatever. So like I didn't
You was
understand
the shit.
it, and because of the people around me, I felt
Hashtag she was a shit.
no, I wasn't.
Damn,
But
Chris,
like
you a woman in
because
high
of we had two different like lives in high school,
Yeah.
so when I started to date him, I felt uncomfortable to be around him because like the people around him or around me wasn't accepting him, so I felt like nah, I can't be with him. So like I feel like you gotta really be like strong.
You was
because-
insecure. He was like, yo,
Yeah,
why am I with this
so
lady?
like I was putting other people's ideas
Yeah.
and invitations onto him, which was not
See,
right.
that's where you fucked up.
But that's
well,
where
at
I
least
fucked
you
up.
So
admitted it.
even the
Yeah.
more popular people could be insecure about the fact that they want somebody who's insecure. Like
Yeah.
it trickles down. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want the
You gotta
person
really
to, like,
ignore
get
the
with program,
outsiders.
you know?
right.
Yeah. If it's good, it's good. Like you have to ignore the people around you. Even if your friends don't agree.
It's
If
the
it's
energy.
something good, then yeah, the energy.
The energy
energy's
will
right.
always manifest to something that's realer than
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, I have to disagree with that.
Which part?
What Juju and what Krisha said. The reason why I'm saying that because it's like you can sit up here and this is no subs, no nothing to know anybody.
It's
So
general.
This is general.
If you have the
can-
right foot and you feel that, then you
that
should wear
bitch
it.
on.
Yeah. Other than
Some
that,
subs.
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
nothing to
Subs
it.
in here.
Yeah.
But the reason why I disagree with that because it's like you can sit up here and like be around a person that has so much energy that does things, and you can just be like, I don't know how to adapt to that because this is how my lifestyle has been for so long. So it's like you look at that person like, well, that's not really my thing. I'm
But
staying in the house.
change is good sometimes.
You have to be willing
Mindset.
to. You have to be willing to try and accept that change.
Of course.
Right.
If you don't
Growth,
want to,
rather.
you know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah, it's a
recipe
battle.
for failure
Yeah.
in a way.
No, that's
you know what
growth.
I'm
No,
saying?
it's like,
That's a
yeah, you
fact.
could change, but if you stay the same, you're just gonna continue to be miserable.
Only
Yeah.
if
You're
it's
gonna meet the
beneficial, though.
same.
You can't,
Yeah.
can't fake it till you make
Yeah,
it.
only if it's beneficial.
Yeah.
Then I would like.
I think you can also take something as like insecurities in relationship and turn around to something that can be good for you in a learning aspect all the
Of
way.
course.
Right.
You know, it makes you grow as a person to realize like what you want and what you don't want, what you want for yourself. Sometimes insecurities teach you like to it teaches you to love yourself more, like to give you that time, that understanding, that opening mind to it.
I feel like one of the biggest insecurities that really, like a lot of relationships fail from is pride. Everyone
It's a big factor.
Everyone
Yo.
is
It's a big
prideful.
factor.
She's on
I
foot
was
like
just
an
about to
arrow.
say-
I think some people just don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pride. That's
Exactly.
pride.
Exactly.
Stigma.
That
That's
is
stigma.
pride.
It's the
yeah.
ego. Yeah.
People are too prideful.
Yeah.
That's like the number one.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of prideful. Like,
I'm
like,
very
yo,
proud.
I
I'm
admit
not
when
gonna
I'm
lie.
wrong.
Like,
I admit when I'm wrong.
I can't admit
So
when I'm
it's
wrong.
something special. Give me a fucking pound, man.
I admit when
Sounds
I'm wrong
special.
because I know I'm not right all the time.
Yeah, we're,
And I
we're
wanna
not-
know when
we're
I'm
not
wrong.
perfect.
So
People
what
make
about you? Do
mistakes.
you admit when you're wrong? You
Nah,
don't,
it's
right?
not.
See, so you
She's
got so
always
much
right.
fucking pride. You one of
I
those
do.
hashtag she got fucking pride.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
this one
also-
over here.
It could be a female thing, but I do see it in like.
Do you have pride?
I do.
No, I don't think it's.
So
just
will you
female.
admit when you're wrong?
yeah, because
Oh,
I don't think
man.
it's a double standard.
Yo, hashtag I ain't
It's a
feeling her
double
no more.
standard.
I'm gonna admit that. I'm gonna admit that to myself. But I mean, I'm
I have to be
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So,
It has to be with like showing vulnerability,
Mhm.
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
okay, but
That's the thing. Like some people, like me, for example, I don't want to look weak.
Yo,
What's wrong? Okay.
It look like
Okay.
I don't like to
Hold on.
I don't like
Okay.
to cry, none of that. Like I'm not.
Well, you don't have to do that. You can state the facts prior to what you're talking about and still
No, but
have that respect. You know, like you don't need the pride to be like, well, this is what it is and this is how I feel. Nah, it's
no,
just,
but I feel like for some people they want to see you get to that point. Like for some people it makes them feel like
it goes back
you
to the
actually
energies.
care. Yeah,
it goes
like,
back to
I was like,
energies.
oh damn, like
Some people
crying
wanna
over
see
me.
your
You know what I'm
downfall.
saying? Like you
Yeah.
actually care.
So
but
if
I'm like,
a man
I
does
don't
all
wanna-
that, you still gonna have pride?
what do you mean?
Cry for you, care for you, you gonna still have pride?
But that's a
Nah,
different.
it might
that's a
weaken
different
me. I'm
aspect,
not gonna
though.
lie. Like
That's a
nah,
different
it might
aspect.
weaken me a little bit.
Hashtag Angel coming through.
Yeah, man, on a
You know
month,
what I'm saying?
on a 1 month episode, we got a special guest.
Of course,
You know
special
what I
guest.
mean? Angel, you feel me? Shine your wings, dude.
Hashtag my man's Angel over here. You feel me?
Yo, what you got to say about insecurity in relationships? You know what I'm saying? What's your past experiences? What's your 411 on it?
Insecurity?
In a
your
relationship.
perspective of
Like, where does it come from? Why is
I don't
it?
give a fuck about like texting and shit. Like my phone's open, go through that shit.
Oh, that's another thing.
You go through it.
Passwords.
Oh my God. You serious, son?
Listen, you don't
Yo.
know
you
that.
can have a password.
It's like,
That-
You can have a password.
It ain't gonna be the right one.
Nah,
Nah, it's gotta be the right one.
Yeah,
It's gotta be the
man.
right one.
that's not the
That's
fact.
respect.
Y'all looking at the wrong
It's out of
point.
respect.
Y'all looking at the wrong point. Like,
Yeah,
if she
exactly.
goes to my phone, that makes me not want to go through her phone even more. Like, fuck
What?
that shit. Like,
I'm
What?
not gonna lie, I never want to go
No,
through
no,
first.
I think that's all about fairness.
Bitch's
though.
phone, what the fuck? Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
I just wouldn't ever. I just couldn't do that. Like, I just
But we're
feel like
talking
that's
about
some bitch
insecurities
shit.
in a relationship,
Yeah.
like
He
your personal
he
relationship.
brought up
Your personal relationship.
No.
No, it is true. It, like, I do
No,
agree
no,
to a
no,
certain
no.
extent.
Would you go through your man's phone?
Yeah.
Yes, you would. Like, yo,
Yes.
see him?
Yes.
See him want to answer. She paused and was
I got
like,
you.
Let me
Good.
explain something. Because my my
Oh,
ex-boyfriend.
That's your ex. What's the next?
Listen.
Who has gone through some
But this
their
is where I
spouse's phone?
say insecurities
I can't say that.
build from other relationships,
Yeah,
past and shit.
Make it
Because
shit.
my ex,
Sometimes you gotta let it go. Sometimes
That's
to
true.
let it go in order to build something better. Because you know, like not everybody's the same. You know, like what's your future tense of like people that you're gonna mess with or and be in a relationship. You can't always like compare them. You know, like oh well he did this, so now he's
Bringing
gonna
that
do
baggage
You know,
to the
like,
next
yeah,
person.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say this. They're probably gonna hate me. Women do that shit all of the time
What do you
in
mean?
this generation.
Break it down.
They bring baggage from the other relationship and purposely do things to make that new man fail.
Right.
And when that new man fails, fuck you, you ain't shit, you this, you that,
Nah,
blah,
you
blah,
have to
blah.
bring that luggage.
Because that's what it is. Okay?
No.
Instead of you sitting up here saying, because me,
No.
I go by, hold on,
It's a
hold on,
double
hold on,
standard.
hold on,
It's a
hold
double
on.
standard.
Now,
Yeah, guys.
Hold on, hold on. I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here and say guys don't, but statistically speaking, females do. So it's like I go by the here's the rope. Hold on. I go by here's the rope. Hold on. I gotta get this across.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I go by
She's like,
here's
no.
the rope, hang yourself theory.
Right.
That theory is I'm not gonna sit up here and say you're gonna do right. I'm not gonna sit up here and say you're gonna do wrong. But if you are gonna do wrong, here's the rope, nigga. Hang yourself. With an insecure female, automatically, you wrong. I already know what you're gonna do.
All right.
You're gonna cheat on
Let
me
me speak.
before you even do anything.
Let
Before
me
you even
speak.
open your mouth,
That's her
they're
personal problem.
gonna think like that. Thank you, Juju.
That's
That's a
Especially
personal
if you fly,
problem.
It is a
charismatic,
personal
or something like
You shouldn't be in a
I agree
relationship
that
if you feel like that.
some
Exactly.
females are like that. For
Some.
me,
Some.
I'm gonna speak for
Oh
me
my
and other
God.
women out there that are like
But
me.
men are
Okay.
just as much like that as well.
Exactly.
Because-
But for me, if I'm in a relationship, the first thing that I'm looking at is if you fail, like
Once
okay,
again, it's no subs, women, so please don't chew my ass out. No
that.
subs.
You got somebody, you
Hashtag
got somebody you
go-
got
Hashtag no subs.
One of
Specific
y'all got
guys,
it.
7.5.
Right, one of y'all
for
waiting.
me, I feel like being in a
One of y'all waiting
relationship,
to collect that.
I shouldn't have to be like if you're saying you're all for me, I shouldn't have to be worried about you cheating, texting other women, other news in your phone, da da da.
That's
If I come in
trust,
your
though.
phone,
What if
if
it's
I,
just only-
if
I
I
have a
see
question.
shit like that, now my insecurities are coming out.
I have a
Now I'm
question,
about to press you and
I've
tell
seen
you
this
what
on
ain't shit
on
ass
social
nigga.
media.
And
Elsewhere. How would you feel if your spouse is liking other people's photos, other girls' photos or other guys' photos? Because I know,
Yes, no. Yes.
I know some people get really jealous
That's an
My
insecurity,
ex
though.
did
That is
that.
an insecurity.
Now,
It's
the
just a
difference-
lie.
Listen, the difference between
Come on,
that,
toast to that,
I don't
bro.
mind
Thank
if
you.
you're giving a nice compliment. It becomes a problem when you're leaving like the dick emoji, hearts,
what
the
if it's
way
just a
emoji.
like?
Now that
Yeah,
becomes a problem.
it's just
no.
like-
So if
That's
it's like a
OD.
thumbs up or a smile, like okay.
That's fine. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Or if
But
it's
like that
fire.
extra shit, no.
Or it's
you
like a
gotta
hard
go.
eye.
Let's
You know what I
fucking
mean?
go.
What about the hard eye emojis?
No.
No, I know
She
some
said-
people really insecure about that, and they actually get in big fights and break up
Yeah.
with each other because
Because-
why are you liking her pictures? Blah 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 blah.
That's
You don't like
something
her
If it's
pictures?
something like crazy, like titties all out or something, or the dude,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
And that's
Hello.
So,
Thank
hold
you.
on.
That's kind of crazy.
Hello.
There's limitations to
Especially
that.
if they
I'm gonna
come
like
out
it in my
with
mind,
like
but I ain't
that,
gonna hit
then
the
that's
like.
a no-go.
There's a reason why I brought this up. There's a girl that I have on one of my social media pages, and she's like, "Oh, what do you do when your man likes other girls' pictures, but he won't even like your own?" And blah 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 blah.
That's
Why are you worried
Wow,
about
that's
that?
different.
Nah, hold on. That's
Why are you
crazy.
gonna go on social media about it? Why don't you just confront him instead of
I mean,
going on
that's
social
Oh, so
media?
you mean letting it out, letting your dirty laundry out on social media?
Yeah,
And so
I don't
that's
like
something
that.
I don't do.
I don't
That's
like
something
that.
I can't
Me
do.
Nah, but
personally,
that's
I did that for
That's
a brief
respected.
stint, and it's a no go.
Yeah, you learn.
That's
You learn. You
respected.
learn.
If you,
learn.
if you would go on any of my social medias, I don't post every other day. I post every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, even on my Snapchat stories, I post if it's
Okay, so another question I have. So, do you have
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
do you have to post your significant
I don't
other
think
on your
I don't
page?
think so.
Nah.
No,
No,
I'm
you
very
don't.
I feel
private.
like
I feel like
that.
it depends on.
Woo!
No, look. I feel like
Woo!
in a way.
That's
hold
how
on.
I feel.
In a way, if you feel more confident with yourself and that person you're with, you can post that. Just show those girls and guys, hey, I'm with someone. Don't fucking bother me. Don't try to ruin my relationship. Don't ruin a good thing that I got going.
I'll say it's like
Nigga will
a
be
lot
Wizard
of
Kelly on my motherfucking
I feel like
Instagram.
personally,
You gonna
like
know why
on
he
that,
look like who he is.
it's communication. Like when you with somebody, you just gotta know what they likes and they dislikes. Or if they feel like they like to have that attention of being all over your Instagram or your social media, then yeah. But there's actual people that don't want no one to know, and they feel like that's the best thing that the relationship is. That the only fact that they only know, and not the whole social media and
But-
everybody else.
Because the reason why
That goes back to insecurities because my ex was the same way. He wanted to be flashed all over social media because he never had someone who did that for him. So he wanted me
But that's
to
a
fulfill
personal thing.
that.
That's a
exactly,
personal
but
thing.
that's what I'm saying. It's an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
like,
So,
the reason why you want to talk about?
I had an ex-girlfriend. I was with her for almost 4 years. And she was so insecure about herself, she would send me a text. And if I didn't respond in a certain amount of time, she'd send the same text again. A double text, the same text. And I'm like, yo, why do you do that? Oh, sometimes my phone doesn't work. No, your phone works every time. I'm busy at work. Like, let me fucking work. You're distracting me. Like, but that insecurity, like, it got in the way. And
She thought you was
Because
creepy,
like the reason why I'm
She
asking
has no
that is
stalk.
because it's like this is like a personal
Yeah.
story that I want to share. I was friends with a female for years, and like she was married. She got married. She had a child, and I was just like, yo, why didn't you post anything? Why didn't you say in a relationship or married, or why didn't you post your child? And she said to me, I'm secure with myself as a woman. I don't need validation from social media about what's going on in my relationship.
that's true. I agree with
So
that.
that's why I had to ask that question, because that's where I'm at the point with my situation, my relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Based on the person.
I feel like it's not about what social media says, likes. It's about what
That
my
shit is
girlfriend
fake anyway.
feels
Yeah.
when we're
That shit
together.
is-
I don't give a fuck about that. But some females feel like the plateau that Facebook.
I think social media's out there just to ruin relationships, though.
Everything.
Yo,
Career,
I
Facebook
say that
is a
shit all the time.
Nah,
Yo,
relationships
where have
is
you
a
been
new
all my
question.
life, Doug? Pick your cup
No,
up.
but not even just
Pick your cup up and
relationship,
please.
anything.
Thank you.
Anything in life, I feel like social media
No,
ruins
Nah,
I saw
relationships-
something.
No,
This
no,
is not like in regards
life,
to this,
government,
but I saw
everything. Like,
the directors
social
to
media.
I think what movie was it? The fucking raccoon with the tree.
Oh, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he got fired for a tweet that he posted 10 years ago, or something that he
I heard
posted
about
10
that
years
bullshit.
ago. Like, social media's out there just to ruin you.
It's
Like,
so
as you said, your career and your future and
everything,
like,
yes.
everything.
Kevin Hart
I think
got
it's 50-50.
ridiculed for like some shit he said about like gay kids or
Yeah,
something like
it's
that.
to
Bro,
the
you
point-
gotta understand
it's
that
to the-
that LBGTGF, whatever it's called, that shit is like live wire right now. You can't
Which
talk
is
about
why
it.
That's a whole nother conversation. We ain't trying to get canceled. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Word, like, what?
Hashtag
Cancel
back
this
on
one.
topic.
What?
You know what I mean? But yeah, with the insecurities though, it's crazy because social media is the new Front Street, and everybody just want to be on Front Street. But like, I think the more cherished relationships are the shit that's in private. Personally, they're the more genuine relationships.
This nigga's right.
I'm just saying,
I feel
like,
like all the problems come with when you let social media around your life. Like
You
if
can
you
use
post
social media
everything,
very well.
like every thought you have, of course you're gonna have problems.
Yeah,
They're probably
because so many
lonely
people
as
are
well.
I
idolizing.
think we all think some
So
shit,
many
but
people are
sometimes-
idolizing
But you don't have to
everything on
post it.
social media. So
Yeah.
like,
and honestly,
they see
statistics
like that.
show like the bigger, the grander your wedding, probably the shorter you're gonna get a divorce. The bigger you are on social media with the relationship,
Yeah.
like your shit's probably gonna end soon.
You
So
went too fast.
Yeah,
Not
so,
actually
I think it's
participating
fine
and not actually
because y'all could
friends.
be beefing, but you still post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's
In
a fine
regards
balance.
to social media, the last time I posted something on my Facebook page was October 16, 2019. The time before that, this is going back.
oh, that's a nice picture.
Hold on. This is going back.
We in 2020, bro.
This is going back. Hold on. I'm still going.
That was that long
Hold on.
ago.
I don't think I posted anything last year.
Shit.
The
Hold
most
on.
I posted
Feel
was
me?
like
So his
20
shit
I
ain't
don't
on
po-
Front Street.
I don't post shit because I don't care. Like I don't want people to know what I'm doing with my life.
Right.
They don't need to know if they don't ask me. If someone asks me, I'll tell them. I'll be upfront. Like, but if they don't, all right. March 3rd was the last time I posted something of
Yeah,
2019.
it's
Before
like
that, so October 19th or
There's a lot of
16th
months in between.
to March 3rd.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
I only go on Facebook to laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I only post like funny stuff.
And honestly,
I don't
that's
even
it.
post.
And
I
the
just
funny
laugh.
thing about
I
that,
post
people
funny
who only go on Facebook to laugh, but they laughing at you and your relationship. Because you're sitting here posting shit, but they know y'all ain't cool. Like, they know y'all beefing or whatever. So the shit is just fake anyway.
That's the
people
point
create a
I'm saying
lifestyle
exactly.
on
Like,
It's a
I
shell.
said exactly.
Exactly.
That's the point I'm saying exactly. So we waiting for somebody behind me to start going ham because he's been like, he's been stewing.
He's been quiet.
He's been stewing over
Ah,
there.
nigga said, what we talking about?
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
special guest on episode.
So, I got a question for all of y'all.
Yeah.
What's up?
I got a question. Hold on. Out of all the relationships you guys had, how many of them have you felt insecure about?
All of them.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe
Hold on.
one.
We gonna be fair. We just gonna go with a line.
All right, go to line. Yeah.
Me, I've only had a handful of girls. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
Probably less than everybody here.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
Girls?
I mean, it's 2020.
You got that.
Like,
Never
I keep myself, right?
mind.
So, in my relationships, probably 2 or 3 of them I felt insecure.
Okay.
Out of like 6.
What about you?
I'll say one.
One.
Yeah.
What about you?
That left the ball
All
alone.
right.
We
I know, I just said two.
I just want to preface what I said real quick, honestly, because honestly, nowadays, how I look at things, I try to situate my situation. Not that I have insecurities, but I try to situate my situation in a way where there ain't gonna be no insecurities, at least on my part. By the time it's a
Everybody has them.
relationship, yeah, but like,
Whether it be big or small, everybody has an insecurity.
With anything.
If I fart in front of her, is she gonna like it? Is she gonna laugh? Is it gonna smell? That's an insecurity. If I burp, what's she gonna do?
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a bit of a jump how high aspect I want with the relationship before I get into it, but
Do my armpits smell?
Yeah.
You guys are being real freaking
Oh,
rude.
wait.
Hold on, let you
Yeah,
do
go
it.
ahead.
Let you do
Go
it.
ahead. Let me write this down before I forget. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, your phone.
My number?
Yeah.
Of your relationship.
I would agree with Doug. I don't really. I've messed with girls more than the actual relationships. So, but I would say pride was like one of my biggest things that I battled with because I wasn't insecure about trust. I wasn't really insecure about anything personal myself. I just wanted. I more so wanted the understanding. You know, like I wanted basically to match. You know, like.
Match the vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Match the energy. You know, whatever I was doing, I want you to basically do the same way. You know, so it's like, so when
You're avoiding.
one. I'll say
Okay.
one.
He said 2.
Okay, well,
I'll say
me, well, I gotta really think long and hard. But I can
Would
honestly
you say half?
I can. Hell no.
Half
I'm not gonna say half.
No, I'm just
I'm most
throwing a
funny,
metric.
nigga. I ain't saying half of nothing.
He said, please.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, me.
Slide, bitch.
I'm dead.
Exactly. But me, I can honestly say, relationship-wise, I can say one. The reason why I can sit up here and say that because it's like I physically felt she was better looking than me. So it's like I can sit up here and go somewhere with her and like go to the bathroom and like I would be like peeking. It would be like fucking 6 motherfuckers around her, like buying her drinks, talking to her. So I can sit up here and say,
hold on, yo, actually,
Nah.
I'm to cut you off, but hold on.
He got that.
Cause
He got that.
Cause what I was
and
about to say,
like I would come on the scene and they would look at me like,
who this?
nigga.
Right.
Well, that's your
I
man.
feel like
Right.
not saying on your behalf, but like especially when pretty girls are dating guys that are not that good looking.
Hold on,
That
hold
doesn't
on.
matter.
Hold on.
I'm not even
I'm
talking about
good
you.
looking.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
not even saying about
Yo, I'm getting ready to
That's
get mad.
just- no,
I'm getting ready to stop this shit
Hold
and
on,
start
wait,
fighting.
hold
What the
on.
fuck you talking
Hey,
about?
let's see those-
No,
That's
that
the
just made me think.
That's
No, that just made me
Do
think.
you not see me right now? I'm like a perfect example of a guy who whoops it every time, and then I get a haircut. Like, what are you talking about?
You feel like he looks like whatever.
My fucking appearance.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You gotta be commercial for
I look
library
like fucking
barber.
You're just subjective.
But I feel like a lot of niggas who
Hold
don't
on.
look
This what he was saying
Just know
reminded me of
just
something.
know when I get my shit done.
Fleet.
Yeah.
Spirit figures.
I feel like the vibe, the energy is what really counts, you know, because you can look as if you
Polo
don't look
socks?
good. I'm dead.
He's like, polo socks.
Yo, but hold on, check this out. What you were saying made me think of something. Like, this is something I hear every pretty girl is texting at least 8 to 10 dudes. Even if they're in a relationship, oh, that's my friend type of shit. Like, what do you guys feel
But what if
about
that's
that?
true though?
I wouldn't say maybe it's 10, but it's probably like 4. Like, every
I'm gonna tell
pretty
you
bitch.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. Coming from a female, if she's texting other guys, it's because she's either not sure about you. 2, she's not really interested in you.
Yeah.
If she's really fucking with you, trust me, ain't no niggas in her DMs, ain't no niggas in her text messages.
I mean, hold on.
None of
It's
that.
always gonna be niggas in her DM. She's
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
respond.
what- yeah.
It's gonna be niggas in there, but she's not gonna
Or-
respond.
or
Or she'll make it clear, like, nigga, don't talk to me,
Yeah,
nigga, period.
Well, I'm not saying she's necessarily doing something scandalous, but she may have those dudes with, yo, I got a boyfriend. Oh, yeah.
But I mean,
and we can
at
still
that
chat.
point, you can't really blame her. You gotta blame the nigga, because especially if he knows.
Alright.
No.
But if she's still entertaining it, though.
Yo, I
But
gotta
if
ask you
she's
a question
telling
real
him,
quick.
hey, we can't
Okay,
be more than
I
just
gotta
friends.
I gotta
You know
get
what I'm
close
saying?
up
You gotta
now
kinda
because
respect
she
it.
made me feel some kind of way. Yo, I got a personal question. People watching this video, do I look ugly to y'all?
Oh
Oh my god!
Okay.
I
I gotta sit up there and ask this question.
on it.
Okay, I'm throwing a poll on this shit.
All right, let me go to my question that I had.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, she had a couple of questions.
Oh,
No,
she's throwing her
it's
phone and
just one.
shit.
So speaking for
See your
females,
notes.
I feel like for men, like back in the days, it was so much easier for women to actually be like normal.
What is
What do you
considered
mean by
normal?
normal?
Yeah, what
Like
is considered
women could
normal?
just be human. Nowadays,
What is that?
between social media and everything else, like women have to be so like well fucking kept, like
Mhm.
well groomed, well like I don't know
The
how to.
stigma.
Yeah,
Hold up, but
that brings
That is
insecurity.
systematically because of the
But
society.
females are kind of pushing that too, because you got a lot of ones that are saying, yo, we're just being more liberated now that we got, that we on IG with all the craziness and OnlyFans and all that crazy shit. Like, girls are feeling like, I'm more liberated now. I want to be more
Bullshit.
groomed.
Females love that shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
What?
And that is an insecurity. They love the fucking attention.
And they just feel like, yo, I'm just doing what guys are doing.
Period.
And all that. Like,
Period. Because
Yeah,
you
but
know what it is? They'll sit up there and pay attention to the fucking 98 guys that love seeing a man with a woman with their titties out, ass out, and don't pay attention to the two.
But
They're like, I don't want that shit.
You don't-
I'm
you don't think-
sorry, I pay attention to the 2%. That's not.
You don't think that everybody likes attention?
You know what I'm saying?
That's me.
Nah,
You don't think
everybody,
everybody likes attention though?
everybody likes attention.
People-
I don't like attention
Yeah,
personally.
everyone likes
People
I like to
focus
get my
on that
point
person that
across.
gives them
It's
the most attention.
Nah, but nowadays people like that fake attention. People like them likes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even real attention. It's just a scroll by. Oh, I like that, and keep it moving. They don't not even
But
pay
not
attention.
even people really like the life. People trying to just get somewhere in life. People trying to get their followers up, get their mentions up, everything to get somewhere. You know,
I mean,
Times
as long as
Time
you
has
have
definitely changed.
an objective in your head and say, okay, I'm doing this for a specific reason to get to where I want to get to, that's different. But if you're just doing it to sit up there and be a regular fucking Joe, then I subject to that.
But that's what a lot of girls are even doing nowadays. Not
So,
whatever, to each his own. But they're saying, you know what, I look alright. Let me post myself with some scantily class shit, get some followers, get flown out somewhere, do some events, do some little shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the women contributing to that as well. But nah, that's the dudes too. They be in the DMs. They be in the damn, you look hot. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you?
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no.
Nah, niggas be enticing it.
Fuck out
That's
of
what I'm
here.
saying. I'm not. Right.
No,
I'm not doing
the
that.
most you get is a thumbs up
Think
and
about it.
possibly a heart.
Think about it.
A compliment
If
entertaining that
niggas wasn't
bullshit.
enticing, if niggas wasn't in DMs, if niggas wasn't like, oh, your body looks good, niggas wasn't paying for the OnlyFans, bitches wouldn't be doing it right now.
That's what's crazy too, because I be seeing chicks. I saw the other day on Twitter a chick was 600 pounds with her OnlyFans selling her panties and her socks and all that, and people was like buying it. Bro, there's like a market for that.
Exactly.
Here's my thing. People have their own
jail.
buy fans
Yeah,
and all that
jail.
other shit.
Guys in jail buy panties.
Well, go on the internet. You can find free
Where my
porn.
mother?
That too.
600 pounds?
But I think I get what you're saying.
Old ladies.
I think what it is because like
But
for niggas, for guys, let me not say niggas, for guys, it's like
This is a professional podcast.
right. For guys, it's more
Professional.
like a oh shit, like I know her, that's how
Why are
she
you
looks.
so worried about the likes and all?
that's what we're trying to figure out.
Bro, it's just social media. Like,
Social media is out there to like ruin you.
Nah, because I mean, men and
People
females
are out there dirty
are
dogs.
kind of different. So, like, the validation is just a little bit different. Like, genetically, we just kind of want different validation.
My
Like,
phone vibrating like crazy.
You know what I mean?
I need to comment on this shit. I already know.
word. Like,
I got my phone right here. That shit.
nah, but
That's good. That's
You
good.
just gotta vibrate on your phone.
But it's like the validation that men want is not the same thing as validation as women want, and more women kind of want the likes. Like guys don't give a shit about that.
Why
shit.
do women
Nah.
want the fucking likes?
I'm not
Because
gonna
the
say they don't
baddest
care, but like,
females that get all them likes and
and they
comments
buying
and
their
shares
followers and all that.
don't have a man.
Yeah.
Think, brother.
It's a
Think.
It's a double standard.
I'ma wait.
It's a double standard.
I mean,
wait.
some of those girls become unstable
I'ma
because
wait.
if you not tricking on them and all that, like
I'ma
The
wait.
same women
Bye.
want clout, the same as men want
I'ma
clout.
wait.
But it really is on there.
Because think about it. Because the reason why I'm
I'ma
sitting here
wait.
saying this is because I was watching this movie. It's called Think Like a Man.
Oh,
Right?
I've never seen it,
That's a
but I've
trash
heard of it.
Doug, you
Yeah.
gotta have a fucking
Have you
a
seen the movie
bromance.
What
Before you
Women
get
Want
into that,
with Mel Gibson?
Yes.
before y'all,
Yes.
before
Yes.
y'all get into that,
Well, can
listen.
I just say this?
Go ahead.
It was a saying in that video that said, this is exactly word for word. Show me a bad bitch and I will show you a guy that's tired of her.
I think I heard Joe Budden. Somebody say that.
Okay?
Right.
Facts. I
Right.
think so too.
So,
Joe
you want to say something? I really, because you about to just elbow me in my face real quick. So go ahead. Say what you got to
This
say.
kind of reminds me of like drink champs.
Right.
Yeah, it does,
I
right?
mean, every time somebody got ready to
Oh, hashtag drink chance! Yeah, baby,
So, what I was gonna say is you was bringing up like why do females have so much against like well not against but like they look forward to like having so
Likes.
many likes and
Yeah,
shit.
because
But like
do you see men doing that?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
but you gotta understand,
Yes.
like I was
Okay.
saying earlier, it
Stat
goes-
wise, do
Nah,
you
there's
see
more-
more
there's more
men
women, there's
on
more
Facebook
women.
or do you see more women?
Yeah,
Sorry,
no,
sorry,
no,
sorry.
you're right. No. You're right. Like mostly women do it, but I'm saying for women, I feel like again it comes from like how you were raised. Most households,
It
single
goes
mom,
back
no
to that.
fathers. Fathers are not there to teach their daughters like what love is, how to receive it. You know what
Can
I'm
I
saying?
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yo,
Wait, real quick. Do you
That's
feel like,
facts.
because I agree with what you just said, right?
Mhm.
But do you feel like, not even to make this a gender thing, but do you feel like women, maybe even genetically, want more physical validation than men?
Honestly, I have to subject to that. I have to like intervene.
Because if you're a guy
I
and
feel
you want
like
physical validation,
If
that's
you want to sit
crazy.
there and say on a physical standpoint,
Like
No,
that can't be a
it's not
guy's
even
priority,
50-50.
bro. It's not.
Man,
It can't.
because the
But
reason why I
That's
said
not a
it,
man trait. I feel like
it is a man's trait
to be validated physically
from a woman. Yes.
No. I mean in
Yeah,
terms
no,
of
I
like.
agree with him.
No. Okay.
Oh,
But I mean just from looks, though. I mean it's more behavior and all that. I think that a man should want to be validated for, not just his looks.
Because the reason
Because
why
you could look alright, but if you ain't shit, like in your behavior and your
But
standards
that's
and all that.
because no
Like
one's
who you
getting
are.
it from
Doug got
home.
Doug.
No one's getting it from
So,
home.
This is
Raising
a question
his hand in school.
we're like
for mainly women. Me personally, I like girls with natural beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like girls with cake on makeup. But why do girls feel the need to put on all this makeup?
Society.
Oh, let me speak on that. Right here.
Like I said, I like natural beauty.
Right.
Girls that don't wear makeup.
How you doing?
I need to say something.
Go ahead, Patricia.
Do you really think that all the women do is to please men?
No, they do it
Yes.
for themselves. But
Absolutely.
why put on
Absolutely.
makeup?
Thank you. I want to look fine for myself.
Oh.
That's how I love myself.
But you don't like the way you look at it naturally?
Of course I
All right,
do.
let me say something. Makeup, yes, you do have some women that wear it because they don't feel as
Secure.
pretty or whatever the case may be. But for me, you, other women
Some
out
women
there,
empower
makeup is an
Empower.
artistic thing. It's something that's
Yeah.
fun to
Creativity.
do. Creativity. It's something to relieve
I can see
stress.
that.
It's
It's
something
art.
that's
Meditation,
fun.
like art. Meditation.
Yeah, it's not really to please a nigga
It's
or
art.
to please the others outside of
To please a young man.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna sit up here and like
Exactly.
burst your bubble right now.
No nigga
Patricia.
shit.
As far as
You gonna
women
bleed?
live to please men.
And stars.
I have one. I'm gonna burst both your bubbles right now. I have one movie. Napoli. It's on Netflix. Napoli. Hear me loud and clear. Napoli ever after.
I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that.
This
That's
woman
what-
will literally watch her man sleep, get up, go to the bathroom, throw on makeup, jump back in the bed, lay down just so he could turn around to see her
Wait,
covered in makeup.
but
I ain't
that's
gonna lie,
because that's because for one,
And
you
then,
have,
and then,
What?
and then,
we ain't talking about this no more.
and then-
Somebody get tight.
and
See,
then,
no.
and then
No,
when,
no, no, no,
and
no,
then
no,
when,
no, no.
and then when,
Wait, what's the name of this?
Word. And then when,
Wait,
and then when,
because I'm about to get real.
Get
First
real
of all,
raw and rugged.
you have, like I said, minorities. You have a lot of black women that don't feel fucking appreciated by black men. First of all, because you have too many black men that are chasing after Spanish girls and white women
What about
because they
the
look good. No.
Okay, so if you want to go there, you see, so if you want to go there, go ahead.
Because that's why that movie was based on a black woman who has natural hair,
so
who doesn't get
specific.
seen to look at a Spanish girl who has long curly hair to her ass, and you know what I'm saying? Like they just don't get looked at the same. So that's what that movie was based off of. So a black girl feels like she has to wear makeup or look a certain way. So when a man wakes up, he's just like, oh shit, like she looks good when she wakes up.
But he can't seriously be like, yo, she got makeup on.
I'm
like,
telling you,
that's
there's niggas.
That's a
out
mentally
there
ill
like
man
that.
you with. You feel what I'm saying? If he see you waking up with fucking makeup, he's like, oh, that's the way. Like, yo, I'll be like, yo, why you got all this makeup on?
And I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of black women now are going after white men.
Yo, if I turn over
Thank you. I was just going to say that. Let's keep it
Most
real.
black women are now going after because of the black men. They're not
Doug,
representing
he
us.
like that. He like.
They're not. Go ahead, Doug.
All right. So,
Speak your truth.
Speak your truth.
on the subject of insecurities, are you aware of your own insecurity? One, not all of them, just one.
That's true.
One of mine. I'll say up front.
Mhm.
There's this girl that I really liked. I worked with her for a little while. I confronted her. I said, "Yo, I like you. Like, we should be together." And she's like, "No, we should be friends." I'm like, "Well, blah blah blah." Fast forward maybe a couple days, and I see her post up on Snapchat where she's kissing another dude. She said, "Oh, we're best friends."
What?
We're best friends. Best friends tell each other everything, right? She goes, "Yeah, but." I said, "No, that's bullshit. If we're best friends, you would have told me about this, and I would have saved myself from the heartache of telling you how I feel." And
He's like, yo, I'm best
Fast
friends
forward.
with my kids.
fast forward, she said, "Oh, I fucking hate you. You're a piece of shit. I don't want to." Yeah, dude,
No,
this
that
shit.
has nothing to
So
do with
because
you.
of this, I'm afraid to open up to people.
I want to cry right now.
I'm gonna speak on that.
That
I'm
makes
gonna
me
speak
think
on that.
about.
That's
I'ma
what
speak
that's
on
what
that.
I hate you, Jessica. I hate you.
When I was younger,
Sorry, I didn't say that. You
has brought insecurities
I
onto
hate
me
Jessica,
when
yo.
it comes to dealing with rejection.
I hate
Because
Jessica.
I had a guy.
Hashtag I hate Jessica because he just reminded me when I was 15 years old.
Right. That damn
Jessica.
We all had a Jessica, right?
Right. When I was younger, like I was getting off the bus, I had this guy come to me. He told me he liked me. He wants to talk to me. But I was young. My mom was strict. I wasn't really trying to have a boyfriend. I just wasn't really into him at that anyways. So I told him no. Dude went off. Called me a bitch. Called me ugly. Called me all type of names. All poor. He flipped out.
He was mad because he was trying to holler.
Yeah, but from that point on, I never was comfortable to tell a guy no.
Yeah.
So like if a guy tries to talk to me and I don't want his number, I would give him my number, but I would block his number when he called. You know what I'm saying? Because I was too afraid.
Why would you do that?
Because that was my insecurity.
Oh, okay.
He traumatized me. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
So it's like I couldn't say no to any guy that came to me.
To go back, when she was texting me, she said, "Oh, I hate you, blah blah, like you're a piece of shit." I literally said, and the whole time during I was texting her, I said, "You couldn't man the fuck up and tell me about this guy." And she kept cursing me out and all this other thing. So months go by. I got a new phone. She goes, "Hey, it's blah blah blah." I'm like, "Wait, who's this?" I got a new phone. Like playing the
who this?
Basically,
I did get a new phone. 5:46 in the morning.
I did get a new phone, but the thing is, she texted me. She's like, "Oh, can we meet up at the bar?" Blah blah. I said, "Yeah, like sure, I'll meet up with you, like being the nice guy that I am."
Yeah, you meet up at the bar downtown.
She only met up with me to apologize to me so she could feel better about herself because she knew, looking back at the messages, saying that, "Oh, you're a piece of shit, I fucking hate you." She only did that to make herself feel better. She didn't do that to make me feel better.
This you should have did. You should have got her trashed.
Hold on, wait. It's a professional podcast.
And fucking tossed that shit in her fucking face. And then left.
But
he ain't mean that, guys.
Hashtag fuck you, Jessica.
FCC, he ain't mean that, alright? We trying to have a show.
No.
But like, I helped this girl out so much when she was down. I helped her out so much and she just fucking used me.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a content.
Hashtag
Hashtag another special guest.
Fuck this nigga.
Coming in straight from
you should have been in it.
This is Ray, Solo Ray from NASA.
Well, y'all already know from the first episode. Y'all already know who it is already.
What's up?
Talking about insecurity. This is the most episode, man. Yeah.
Moral of the story, everyone needs to just work on themselves. Yeah, either a personal, most likely it's a personal thing.
Well, hold on.
Work on yourself before getting into a relationship.
I told you what one of my insecurities are. What's one of your insecurities?
You know what?
Go ahead.
I gotta be next.
I said it first. Go ahead.
Alright. One of my insecurities is being insecure. Right? So what I do is when I get into a situation, I make sure before I get into the situation.
Still watching this shit. You about to be.
Now you're right, and I'm about to break some game down to them, right? So when I get into the situation, I need it to be a how high, like a jump how high situation before I get in. You feel me? So before the relationship starts, I'm gonna need a certain level of obedience before it's ready to, you know what I mean? Because then after that, if I have that obedience, I'm not insecure about shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
Also, I feel like one thing that can really help with insecurities is reassurance. If you with a guy or a girl, validation, and they're insecure, if you reassure them more than often, it can really help.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Hashtag fuck out of here. Hashtag bullshit. The reason why I'm gonna sit up here and say this is because it's like you can sit up here and reassure somebody 100%, no, 99%, and that 1%, you might miss it or might fuck up or might do something that you think that wouldn't affect them, and that'll fuck up the whole 99% of what you did.
You can do 99 good things, but the people aren't gonna remember that one time you fucked up.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's not good.
I remember.
No, it's a balance.
Oh, damn, NASA.
Damn.
Hold up, but I remember something he said though.
What do you ask me?
Hold on, but something you brought up and something he brought up made me think of something. What you think? Do you guys think, women too, everybody? Do you guys think women have a shorter memory when it comes to like favors and shit guys do for them, and shit like that?
Say it again. You said women? Yes.
Because hold on, let me finish that. Because a lot of times when
laughing because she knows it's
Because
true.
girls be liking the wrong dudes, right? So a lot of times when the guys who's sitting around just liking the chick, doing all these things for them, they're like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
Why they go to their dude that's treating them like fuck shit, but they, you know what I mean, give them the scraps. You feel me?
I feel like there's
I have
people
to
just
agree.
don't learn though.
You have to
No,
agree, right? Yeah.
I have another one.
Like, that dude took me Dunkin' Donuts every morning. Like,
You remember my meal?
This is something I've seen throughout my 28 years of life. Why do girls that I've seen, guys will treat them like angels. They'll like throw flowers at their feet, but girls will pay more attention to the guy that treats them like shit. Why is that?
I can't answer that.
Like,
Actually.
It's a vice.
let me speak because I'm a female.
Yeah, I wish I had like
Let
an
me
emoji. I
speak
could
because
put that
I'm a
gun right now.
female.
Because he's
I
on
can't answer
point.
that for you.
This is just something. No, but this is
You a little
something.
round up?
But
Walk
listen,
it around it.
but listen, I'm gonna speak
I
for
treat
females.
girls really nice, but they go after the guy that treats them like shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
That's
you.
the rule. of
Okay.
the game.
Like I said
That's why I treat it
before,
like shit.
this just goes back to
Yeah.
household, not having a
It's
man
telling the truth.
in their life. Listen, because y'all can learn something.
Wow.
This goes back to a female not having that male guidance to tell them what's right and what's wrong.
Okay.
So
Systematic.
you already, for one, have a female that's not secure with herself. She don't feel up to par. So she looks for that validation and
She's
the
chasing
wrong
it.
man.
Okay.
She's chasing the wrong thing. Exactly. Thank you.
I was just giving it. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not validation when somebody's just readily giving it to
Well,
you.
technically.
Yes.
So, right.
Yes.
Oh.
That's
Thank you.
yo. I was about to
And
say I
most
can't answer
women,
this for
most
y'all.
women are used to chasing. So when they meet a guy that's not giving them the attention and they chasing after it, most women they I don't know, they get energy off of that rather than a guy that's giving it to them already.
It's like a current.
So you said
And yeah,
most
exactly.
women like to chase?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna be
naturally-
honest.
Here's the
Some
thing.
women
This society's
chase
fucked
after.
up, but genetically, I
I
think
can't lie.
they enjoy the
Really?
chase.
Yes.
Because think
No.
about it, caveman
They
days.
enjoy
I will
the
say
chase,
that
yes.
the last relationship I was in, I paid no attention to this girl, and then
She was
just-
texting you.
No, not even.
Bro,
Yo,
caveman
you're coming
days.
with me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
I don't
Nah,
believe that
but-
bullshit.
Nah.
Women don't like to chase.
No, here's the thing.
I'm
Here's
telling
the
I'm
thing.
telling
Back
you.
in
You know what?
caveman days, bro, when we was out hunting and you know doing the little physical games or whatever, and the girls was doing what they was doing, they were like, oh, you know, damn, that guy, oh, he's so dreamy and all that type of shit, right?
How can you know that though? You
Like,
wasn't.
I don't know. I rest in peace.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it's confirmed. I saw this on National Geographic, some shit, YouTube, I think.
Playing games.
But I mean, it was probably Instagram or Facebook. But my point was, a lot of times, like I think for a guy to be chasing all these movies, I lose a guy, girl, or whatever the fucking movies are, these chick flicks, they got the guy chasing some chick who don't give a fuck about them. The girl's fucking all these other dudes, and then finally at the end they get the chick. That shit don't even feel masculine to be chasing a chick,
That
honestly.
just goes back to social media
Like,
again.
it don't even feel like.
Movies, everything. That just goes back to
In
that.
the end, it's a social construct.
When you don't have that stability at home, then
Sounds-
people look at social media, people look at
So you
other
think it's
relationships.
systematically
Mhm.
proven that
Mhm.
I think the
by
system,
statistics that's
the
how
game
it
is rigged, B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Game is
ahead.
rigged.
Hashtag
Me, you ain't
Ray
been
One
speaking.
Translate.
It's
Ray
been
want
fucked.
to speak.
The
Everybody
game's
be
been
quiet.
fucked.
Females is the new niggas. That's how it's going.
That's
Woo!
a fact.
I agree with that.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with that. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
But that's
I do
because
agree.
that's
I do
because
agree.
niggas was
It's only because
tripping.
we dropped the ball, goddammit.
Yeah, niggas
I
was
mean,
fucking up.
yeah, we
Niggas was
dropped
not
the ball.
bitches is on
Yeah.
their shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright.
We dropped the ball. We were like,
Bitches on their
okay.
shit.
Can we
I'm
break
gonna break
that
it.
down real quick?
2000.
Hey,
Word.
how y'all doing?
2000s
How y'all
was when
doing?
we dropped the ball.
Thank you. I was getting
I
ready to
would
say.
say that.
That's
It's
a
nice.
Bitches not following.
Cameron wore a pink jacket.
We
You
ain't
feel me? It's too
going
pink.
no
Goddamn.
more.
Diplomatic
We
came
know
out.
the game.
Yo.
It ain't happening no more.
Word.
Word.
Bitches
Nah.
fucking friends now, like.
Yo, and it's
like,
it's crazy because I'm about to get into
What? Hold on. What you just said?
But
You said what?
hold on, rewind.
You said
I know that's just fucking
friends, like female friends.
This is just people watching.
Like the nigga friends.
Oh.
Like, bitches is fucking the
Yeah,
nigga
me
friends.
fucked up. Like what?
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I ain't trying to
Females
say that.
can't fuck their friends?
I have a serious question.
Man,
No,
wait,
no,
what?
hold on.
It's the same thing. It's a
Wait,
Hold on.
bitches fuck their friends? Of course.
Yeah.
That's why you choose to do
Let
it.
me ask this question.
Woo! Hold on.
This is it's a whole nother podcast.
Time out.
Yo, so this is episode 5.
That's right.
Whole new topic.
Be quiet.
Of the relationships that you guys have been in, this is for you guys here, those watching. How many times have you cheated on your significant other?
Never.
I never cheated on a
Never.
female.
Being completely honest though. Coming from me, I've never cheated on a girl.
I've never
Yeah.
cheated on a girl.
Let me be honest.
In my life.
Actually,
But
now
people
that I'm
don't believe
thinking,
me when I say that.
That's why he ain't shit. He ain't
Don't
shit.
second you say.
He said.
there's actually one. Listen.
Yo, Doug, can I say this?
No, wait, let me finish this because you made a good point.
Because Doug,
What was the
I've
question?
only, out of all of my
Cheating in a
relationships,
relationship, bitch.
no,
Hey,
out of
this
all
is
my
Pluto.
relationships, only one. And I think that was the one where I had the most.
Have you ever been
insecurity.
accused of cheating on someone when you weren't?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a big issue.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I had one
As a guy?
relationship. It was a girl I was with. She accused me of cheating on her because she
Was
doing
cheating on
it
someone
wrong.
herself.
Hold on.
She
Wait.
doing it
We
wrong.
officially just transferred to episode 5.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Okay.
That's a good question. That's a good question,
That's a good
brother.
stop. Yeah.
So we're gonna go down the line.
All right, so
Have you?
No, I've never cheated on a girl, but I've been accused of cheating. Now the reason why I found out, because I used to basically live at this girl's house. I knew her family, her mother, her father, everybody. And one night I was sleeping, and the way her charger was, it was underneath the pillow, right where the bed frame is. No, so I keep my hands under the pillow. So my phone was wrapped around my hand, and I felt her go like.
She's trying to hit the thumb.
And
She's like, what's in this shit?
she grabbed my phone, but like she couldn't get in it. So I confronted her about the next morning. I said, "Yo, why are you trying to go through my phone?" She said, "I think you're cheating on me." I said, "Why the fuck would I cheat on you?"
Insecurities.
Like
I'm secure in this
Can I say
relationship.
All right, hold on. We will down the line.
in a moment.
Let's not make it
How many
long,
people?
though.
How many
Have you ever cheated on somebody in a relationship?
I've never done it.
You
I
never
can't do
have.
it. The guilt.
never have.
Okay.
The guilt would eat me.
Well, fuck out of here. You.
I'm trying to make a
Am
good
I
episode,
you?
right?
Keep
Trying to make some great
I didn't
content.
say it like you.
it real.
So
When I
what's
was
the
younger.
secret now?
Keep it real.
When I was young, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man.
How many? How many? How many? One? You're a fucking liar. One.
Wait, hold on. This ain't a graphic podcast,
Don't make him look bad. If he
All right,
said one,
one.
He said one.
I never cheated
I
on
was
a
going
girl.
to say I honestly feel you never did.
I never did. You know why? Because I feel like
What the
if
fuck?
I'm unhappy, then I just gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I find what's better. You know.
Yeah,
At
so
the
you
end
know
of the
what?
day.
That's zero. Because I feel it. Like, nah, that's
It's
true.
no zero shit.
It's no
I've
You
never
cheated,
been.
nigga.
I've never been with a
already admitted
female.
it.
I've never been with a female that was my girlfriend and
Right.
fuck with
How
another
many?
female.
Yeah, you gotta sip. You gotta sip real quick.
That's none of my business.
Some green tea.
But
Oh, so that's why he.
But-
Yo, hold on,
Why?
we gotta,
That's
like, you know how
understandable.
J. Cole said
He's
women's
cheated
body
because
count is
he's
like a
cheated
third
on.
of what it really is? That's a third. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, just two.
Honestly, I feel like my ex doing like certain shit, like texting other niggas and shit like that. So
I feel
So you feel like it was valid to cheat.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
all.
valid.
It's not valid, but it's
But you felt like that was
understandable.
By the
It's
time you
understandable.
felt like it was valid.
Yeah, it's understandable why he did that. So the cause and effect of it was understandable. Was it correct or not? That's
Yeah, it's not justifiable.
Yeah, exactly.
Different.
Exactly.
Alright, next.
Alright, what about
No,
you?
you
Nah, come on.
What
go
about you?
He's
Not
under the
you.
influence.
Oh, you can't skip the host.
Mr. Most
Right,
Wanted.
the host,
Yeah.
the one that.
Come on,
You
Mr.
can't skip the host. Host. There's a host.
Go ahead. Go
Y'all
ahead.
plead
You
the
don't
fifth,
skip.
man.
I'll give him the
Come
Jewish
on,
lawyer.
you know
Right, right?
what
Give me a Jewish lawyer. Honestly.
He lying already.
No, come on.
He lying already.
Hold up, Jeopardy theme.
You want
Jeopardy
real
theme.
content? This is real content.
Right.
Alright.
It's that raw.
Alright.
Use the hole.
It's got
Yo.
that whole fire.
Use the hole.
Mira,
Oh, use the hole.
Alright, honestly. Damn.
Oh.
la verdad.
That's
Oh,
Di
damn.
la verdad.
So we gotta be like
We gotta be a hundred.
crazy on it, like
Yeah,
100.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
honest.
Seriously.
Nah, we ain't gotta be a hundred.
Yeah.
No,
fuck
we
it.
You know?
don't.
Alright,
We gotta be a hundred.
I don't think. Yeah, exactly.
No?
I don't think.
Yes,
So,
yes, be 100.
Keep it 100 or nothing.
Because there's people watching
All right,
this that's probably learning something.
I mean, everybody
They
watching
learning
this,
your business.
all the
Hey,
No,
females.
They're dedicated.
But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I can honestly say,
Keep it real. with the
cheated
people.
on. Like,
How many times you been cheated on?
how many times I've been cheated on?
No, how many times you cheated on somebody?
Yeah.
That was
First,
nah,
first,
first.
that's the original question.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, fuck the other
Oh,
question.
I got another one.
Okay,
Wait,
so I
hold
can honestly say I cheated on
Oh, boy.
I'm keeping it real. Okay, these are actually people that I consider I consider girlfriends. Okay, that I consider you are my girlfriend.
Also, it's probably more.
Okay. Jesus. You making him look horrible.
Hey, y'all ain't believe me. Y'all ain't believe me.
Riley says probably more.
You like, you lying. You know what I mean? I ain't saying you lying, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just make sure you use the make sure you use
All right,
that
I'm gonna give a guesstimation. My guesstimation, I can say would be.
I got as many titles as the Yankees got. You feel me?
Yo, son.
Yo, let him talk.
I got you.
Man, you come under the fucking bus, man. Yo,
ain't no
remove,
bus.
yo, son. Break a break.
Oh, word?
Remove
I'm
this
on the
nigga.
podcast. I think
No,
I got
all right. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I can honestly say about
You need a Charlemagne.
6 or 7 girls.
How many?
Maybe 8.
6. Oh. 8?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe?
People that
How many
shit.
girlfriends you had?
Right. Maybe. Okay. And this was in my past. Now I can say within 7 to 8 year range.
I have a question for you.
Nobody. But people that cheated on me, more 10.
I have a question.
Fuck
Just
that
for the
nigga.
poll is done.
All right, let me go ahead. Everybody be quiet.
Word. He said,
Everybody be quiet.
answer the question.
I'm not talking to everybody. Be quiet.
Silencio.
Crickets.
Oh, I like that. Selena.
Thank you.
Selene.
Cállense, Julio.
So, out of all my relationships, I know only one. I've
You
actually,
cheated on?
Nah, I wouldn't say cheated, but I flirted.
Nigga,
It's
you
the
cheat.
shit.
Oh,
No,
you cheat.
no, we're
I
not
flirted
gonna
with
cheat.
you.
She ain't gonna cheat.
Yeah, let me just
I flirted with an affair.
Thank you.
Let
Thank
her
you,
talk.
God.
Let her talk.
Thank you, God.
Let her talk.
Right. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me put
But
that
that
knee
goes
in.
back,
Let
guys.
me
That
put
goes
that
back.
knee in the water.
Listen, that goes back to what I was saying to Doug. I wasn't really sure of the person I was with,
Yeah.
so that made me have
Damn.
my options.
1, 2,
You know what I'm
So
saying?
would you say that was insecurity?
7,
The
8,
not
I
sure
guess,
part.
yeah.
The not sure part.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah.
Somebody said, "Great Patricia."
But
About what she said.
all the people that I've been with,
Thank you,
all
Uncle.
cheated.
All right, Neff. Thank you.
all of
That's
them
right.
cheated
Some
on
girls
me.
hate me. They group.
Damn dogs, these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Patricia.
I never cheated, but I haven't cheated on. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I just realized.
That's why I know I wouldn't cheat because I know how it feels.
Uncle
Yeah.
Mike, what's up?
Yeah.
So fuck you, bitch.
Missy,
Fuck you,
Missy, be quiet.
Period.
He's a cheater.
I have a question.
Missy said, "Great comment, Patricia."
And she
Keep agreeing with her.
I have a question. All right.
You got another question? Controversial
Of
question.
the relationship that you've been in, or past relationships, let's say you doing you, and you know the person you're talking with in a relationship, would you still get with them if they put a move on you? Now, the reason why I say this is because my ex-girlfriend, I reached out to her, I said, look, I want to be friends. Next thing I know, she took me to her house, her top's off, and she's on top of me. I said, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Next day, she broke up with her boyfriend to try to get with me.
She's confused.
I said no.
She don't know what she wants.
And just to
Nah, I
make
can't
you
fuck
guys
with a
more
white
experienced, she did
relationship.
work here.
Word.
Doug,
I'm not a homemaker.
stop chasing
Yeah, I
bitches.
can't fuck with a white
I'm not
relationship.
chasing them.
Too much work.
I told her, look, I'm sorry because I broke up with her 2 days before my birthday.
Okay.
2 days before my birthday. People said, yo, wait for the birthday sex. No. No.
Wait for that Jeremiah theme.
It was not worth it. So I broke up with her and I reached out to her. I said, look, I'm sorry
He's
for
like,
what I
yeah,
did.
right. I'm going
I
to
wanna
shoot
be
you on my
friends.
birthday.
And the next thing I know, she's on top of me and her top's off and she's ready to go. And I can't do this. You got
His
a
name is
boyfriend.
Dougie Fresh.
You got a boyfriend. I can't do this.
Right, super Dapper Doug. Dapper Doug.
No, I'm not that productive.
Yeah. He didn't bring the suit out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fans. I'm sorry I disappointed.
I'm just Dougie Dude tonight.
Dougie Doo.
I can't.
Yo, Dougie Doo's this. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying though.
Word. Oh, let's finish the feed.
That was my
Oh, my bad.
Responding to the damn feedback. We ain't finished the back to the feed.
What are you doing?
My bad. Hold on.
Finish
Word.
the
Which one?
Yo.
Finish the video.
Alright, I mean.
So I feel like
You got the Rory. Feel me?
Hashtag unprofessional. I'm sorry.
Hashtag,
But-
goddamn.
So how we feeling about this podcast? We think we did good?
We need to do a part 2.
I feel like we breaking bread.
Yeah.
We breaking. Oh yeah, this needs an episode 2.
Yeah, this is
I got some more shit to say.
I got a whole lot more shit to say. But I'm not trying to get off topic.
I say so much shit already.
I would like to say this was a good podcast just because you can see different views on different people.
Okay.
I think moral of the story, it's personal. It's down
Yeah,
to
you definitely gotta fix yourself.
household shit. Yeah, you gotta
Learn
fix
to love
yourself.
yourself
Where
before
they
you love
come
others.
from.
Love
What they
yourself
been
before you get in a relationship.
Amor propio.
Love yourself
Yes.
before you love others. Simple.
Exactly.
I
Okay.
think bottom line.
Or you can stay single and get that bread.
You gotta love yourself.
Love yourself, right?
You can get that bread, but still love yourself.
Listen, I understand money makes people happy, but
That's
like
me.
it don't keep you happy.
Exactly.
Money makes people happy, but it don't keep
If
you
you
happy.
ain't keeping me,
So
Love.
Money is
Love.
Love is
Love
important.
is it.
Yes.
Yeah, love is.
Hey,
You spend all your taxes.
yo, more love.
Hashtag.
Yo, more love, more problems.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, more
All
money,
right,
more
bro.
problems.
Yeah,
Because then you get the
yeah.
gold diggers.
Nah, I'd rather.
Oh,
Yeah.
They ain't messing with no broke niggas. All right. I'll play. Look. Period.
Nah, I just want to say this is a good podcast. I feel like everything I said was on the money and correct. So
All right.
that's it.
Well, we're going to end it off by saying this, and I need energy from everybody when I say this.
Month in anniversary.
This is
Special
the month
guest.
anniversary. This was the first nigga in it. So I want to appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. This is the 4th episode of
Share and
Breaking
like.
Motherfucking Bread.
Share and
But I
like.
also want to sit up here and also say next week is my birthday.
Talk
so
your
it won't be no podcast because I'm going to be shit-faced.
You should
So-
still have one.
And we might record that.
You might catch me, you know what I'm saying, drunk and all that.
Behind
But
the
I
scenes
just
of
want to
Breaking Bad.
sit up here and say
Right.
I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, man. And like my saying goes, spread love, not hate. Chase our dreams. Thank you for watching Breaking Bread. Thanks to my guest. Until the next time, peace out, motherfuckers.
Peace, love, and
No.
grease and all that shit. Word. Peace, love, and grease. I don't know.